I would love to ask about advice for employees, because we live in an age where statistics shows that there are uncomfortably high rates of working adults that are facing anxiety, depression, or some form of burnout. We just spoke about advice that you'd give to business leaders, but what advice do you find yourself giving to employees?
Oh, and well, that's first and foremost. I have a three-tiered rule, not rule, but advice.
Mhm.
One is self-awareness, is to pay attention to what it is you're feeling, what it is you're thinking, what it is you're doing, like what is going on within me so that I can figure out what control I have over me. The key is to understand is that stress is always going to happen. How we manage it, how we perceive it, how we deal with it is then going to affect the outcome going forward. So it could be raining outside, and let's say I wanted to go for a walk, and then I see it's raining. Like, oh, bummer. I'm really pissed off now that it's raining and I stay inside and I'm really pissed off because I didn't get to take my walk. That's one option. The other option is saying, oh, it's raining outside. I really don't like the rain, but I really want to go for a walk. And then I put on all my rain gear and I go out for a walk anyway. And I ended up being able to get the endorphins that I need from the walk. And I do feel better at the end of the day. Maybe a little wet, but I'm better. So it doesn't change the fact that it's raining. What changes is my approach to the rain, which is then going to change the trajectory of what that leads me to. Maybe I bump into a friend, or maybe I see a road sign that reminds me of something about being able to stay open to the support that can help us through our life to get through this adversity. So the first thing is we just want to be aware of what we feel, aware of our emotions, aware of our physical sensations that are happening through us, aware that we are hurting or that we're upset, that we're tired, whatever it may be. That's number one. Two, which is the most important, which is the Burnout for Dummies, a recent book, what focuses a lot on is self-compassion. So what we're so used to doing that we don't know how to be. We don't know how to be human beings. We think we're supposed to do this, we should do that, we should do this, I should be working, I should be happy. You're not supposed to or should be doing anything. You're human. Life has been hard. Your situation is challenging. And so first and foremost is you want to take care of you. So what I recommend is, again, self-awareness, noticing how one feels, honoring how one feels, and then having some self-compassion. And there's all different kinds of exercises that I teach people on how to do that, imagining that you are approaching yourself like you would your best friend or a small child, not with, recrimination, not with shoulds, not with supposed tos, but with love and compassion, with loving kindness and saying, okay, I hear you. You're human. You're hurting. Guess what? You're hurting like other humans are hurting. This is a shared experience that you're having. And then the third part is to do what you can to take care of oneself. So there's different healing exercises, breathing exercises, stress reduction exercises, making sure that you are creating an infrastructure for yourself that takes care of you, that supports you to cultivate your 6 pillars of resilience, which are your physical vitality, your emotional equilibrium, your mental clarity, your relationships with other people that support you, your spiritual connection, and lastly, your own ability to be a leader in your own right. So those are different things that then I teach people and what they can do for themselves to get into a place of balance, to get into a place of strength, to get into a place of resilience so that then they can approach their situation more effectively. And then there's all different kinds of things one can do from there. Like, for instance, you can do job crafting and say, okay, what is it about my job that I like? What is it that I don't like? Where am I spending most of my time? Where am I spending the least amount of my time? What do I like doing? What do I not like doing? Can I delegate? And then we create organization within the infrastructure of that person's life, which all of a sudden they feel less overwhelmed. And I have to tell you, from the lowest rung employee to the C-suite, a huge percentage of stress is overcome simply by creating more organization.
Mm.
You would think that the C-suite people are super organized. They're not. They're just really good at flying off from the seat of their pants oftentimes, but they don't have an organized schedule, an organized calendar, an organized way of approaching their day so that things have a rhythm and a flow so they're not so overwhelmed. And then they're able to take breaks for themselves, right? So it's learning how to create an infrastructure in your life, take care of yourself, and find ways to incorporate breaks and times for gratitude and appreciation to fill up your tank so that then you can approach everything more effectively.